Hello replay viewers, this is a view from the top of Boston Stump, St Botolph Church in Boston, England. You've got the view for about 30 miles from the top of the stump. It's not quite at the top of the stump, it's about 2/3 of the way up. That's a view. Not showing any viewers yet. Here's a view from the top of Boston Stump in Boston, England. From one side of the church, looking across. Stop the broadcast momentarily and restart. No viewers at the moment. Hello there, Mercedes. This is a view over Boston from the St Botolph Church in Boston, England. Good morning, Richard. It's a view from the Boston Church in Boston, England, looking over the Lincolnshire, South Lincolnshire. St Botolph Church is one of the tallest churches in England. I've got some information here about the church, just trying to find it here. There's just one view. I'll go around the other side of the tower. It was started to build the church in 1309 and the main building was finished in 1390. It took about 80 years to build it. I'll go around the other side of the tower in a minute. As you can see, you've got a narrow walkway around the edge. Takes all around the tower. And there's nearly 300 steps to reach the top. So just come from up down there. Go back again. Go around the tower, around the other side. So we carry on around here. Walking along now. Slightly different view. Over the marketplace, which is held every Wednesday in Boston. Hello Danny, this is a view from Boston Church. It's called the Boston Stump in England. A view from about 2/3 of the way up, about over 270 feet up I think, on the side of the church. Get a view for about 30 miles. Hello Danny. Yeah, this is another view. I'll go around the other side of the tower in a minute. This is Boston, England, not Boston, America. Got a view over the marketplace there. All the stalls set out. Got quite a view. It's so clear today, a bit misty. I'm going to walk around the other side of the tower now. Can't really see the screen very well, it's too bright. So go around the other side of the tower. Carry on walking through. Down this side. Here we go. And we'll go around the other side of the church. That's a bit better. The sun isn't in the lens this time. This is a view from St Botolph Church in Boston, England. It's known as a stump locally. We're about 270 feet up, looking over the Lincolnshire countryside. Got a view for about 30 miles from here. That's the River Witham down below. It goes through the centre of Boston. Hello Cushman, thank you for joining. This is a view from the about 2/3 of the way up Boston Church, St Botolph, known as the Boston Stump in England. Nice sunny morning here. Not a bad view. You can see for about up to 30 miles from here. Walk along a bit. Ken Cole. Good morning, Ken Cole. Thank you for joining me this morning. And Junaz. This is a view from about 2/3 of the way up St Botolph Church in Boston, England, known as the Boston Stump. Got a view for about 30 miles from here. Nice sunny morning here in Boston. Go round our Asda supermarket there. Give me some hearts if you like the broadcast. If you think it's good, just send me some hearts. It'd be appreciated. Hello, New Jersey, USA. This is Boston, England. I'm halfway up the, well, I say halfway, about 2/3 of the way up the tower in Boston Church, known as Boston Stump in England. This is a view across the Lincolnshire countryside. View about 30 miles. Like what you see, give us some hearts. Yeah, it's not a bad morning today, quite clear, though there was a bit of mist in the distance. This is a narrow walkway you've got to go round the edge of the church there. Good morning, Chicane. I think Chicane. Good morning to you, thank you for joining. And Evan, good morning to you as well. Not a bad morning here in Boston, England. This is the view from the St Botolph Church over the Lincolnshire country. This isn't in Boston, the town of Boston in England. This is the view from the church. About 3/4 of the way up the church tower. We're up about nearly 300 feet, looking across the Lincolnshire countryside. Nice bright sunny morning here. Just a bit of mist in the distance. Church was built in, started building in 1309, finished it to 1390. It took about 80 years to build the main building. It's not Boston, America, it's Boston, England. Yes. That's right, it's not a bad morning here. Time is just after 11 AM in the morning. If you watch the replay, you'll hear the church bells going as I start the broadcast at 11 AM. That's the River Witham, looking across the Lincolnshire countryside. This goes out from Boston, out to the fens. I'll walk around the other side of the tower. We've got about 3 or 4 sides here to look through. It's a very nice morning here. No wind, luckily, because it's really quite cold if it was windy. I'll walk along a bit further and see what the view is from the other side. Just walking down this narrow entrance here. There's the other side. Here we go, it's another view. I'll go along a bit more. I couldn't quite see that comment, there was a comment there, but I just missed that, sorry. Right, there we go. Looking across the Lincolnshire countryside. Here we have the River Witham from a different view. We've Asda the supermarket in the corner there. This is a view from Boston, on the top of where? It's Boston Church, Boston Stump, as it's known, St Botolph in Boston, England. It's the church, I'm about 2/3 of the way up the church tower. View across Boston, Lincolnshire. Nice bright sunny morning here. Good morning, Pooja. Yeah, it's a good view. Not a bad morning at all. About 200, nearly 300 feet above sea level up here. A few years ago they had a bad flood here, and a lot of the land was flooded. A lot of the houses were flooded out, but it's all dried out now. It's nicely now. Nice blue sky this morning. A bit of mist in the distance. That's the River Witham. Goes out from Boston across out to the Boston Lincolnshire countryside. St Botolph Church took about 80 years to build it. I live not too far from Boston. I live about 8 miles out from the town centre. You see, there's lots of houses in here. Yeah, I'm from England, but I live just outside of Boston. First time I've been up the tower, and I think this is probably the first Periscope broadcast from up here. Very nice morning here. I'll walk around a bit further to give you a different view. Okay, we'll walk around a bit more now along this narrow walkway. And that's the way I'm going to go down. I'm going to go back down. Very steep stairs. Very steep indeed. Got a rope, you can see it's just a rope to hold on to as you climb very steep stairs. Make sure you don't fall backwards. There we go. Another view of the town centre. That's the windmill in the distance. You can see the windmill. Not sure if I can zoom in on that. There we go. Sorry, that's getting in the way. Okay. Around that way a minute. Back to landscape, I think. This is a different view, sorry if it's shaking a bit. There we go. Looking down towards the market square. So it's a Wednesday, of course, and in Boston we get the market day on Wednesday. There's all those stalls down there. And so it's about nearly 300 steps to reach the top, which is nearly 300 feet above ground level. And it's very exhausting walking up those steps, but it's worth it, I think, for the view. That's the market square down there where the market is, and you're going out there out towards the Boston docks. Hopefully you can see the cranes in the distance there. You will better view this on replay, of course, later on. And good morning to any replay viewers that are watching this, and also be on the catch.me site as well if you want to view it or save it later on. I'll just walk along a bit further, see if it's a slightly different view. I think it's about as far as you can go. I've walked all the way around now, I think, almost. I think I'll be back where I started from, but I'm not sure if you've all seen the first view I started from. There's not many viewers then, so I'll go back to where I started from. As I say, it's a view across the Lincolnshire countryside. Oh, there we go. Church bells for 1/4 past the hour. Landscape. Okay. So go back to where I started from now. And I'm going to take some pictures and they'll be on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Swinman98 on Instagram. You can view the pictures. I can take some pictures in a minute from there. Go back round this way. Go back to towards where we started from. One of the better views because there's no sun in the lens on this side. I see some hearts. I can't see any comments, so I'm not sure what's happened there. It's a view over Boston, Lincolnshire. From the, about 2/3 of the way up Boston Church in Boston, England. Okay. Walking along here, go back to where I started from, then I'll end the broadcast. I'll be taking some pictures, which you'll find on Instagram. Look under Swinman98, see the pictures on there. Thank you for all the hearts. That's the River Witham, going out from Boston across the Lincolnshire countryside. And you see that blue building in the distance, that's the hospital, the Pilgrim Hospital it's called, the blue building in the distance. Looking out towards the town of Spilsby in that direction. Come back across. There we go. We'll walk a bit back again round here. Going over basically what we've seen just now, till I get back to where I started from. Then I'll end the broadcast. There's a River Witham directly below now. Sorry, I can't see any comments. I don't want to stop the broadcast prematurely and try and find them, so sorry if I'm not answering any questions, but I can't see any comments on it at the moment. I'll just try that. Okay, I'll end the broadcast now. Thank you for watching.